Okay, today I'm doing another elevator parts tour. And it's been a little while since I did one of these. The last one was January 30th, 2020. And it is now June 28th, 2020. A few things have changed in here, not a whole lot though. Gotten a few new things, and I've rearranged a few things as well. So let's go ahead and go through here and take a look at everything. And before I begin, I would say a huge thank you to everybody who has given me pieces for this collection. So let's go ahead and get on right into this. Of course, obviously up here we have, oh, there's number 2. The indicator from the Elmwood garage, given to me by Andrew. Here we have the Dover impulse panel that Mike gave me. If you turn it on and press 2, it goes up to the floor. Complete with the Dover buzz. Back hidden over here, we have an Otis Series 1 panel that Mike gave me, and it's currently missing some pieces, but I've pulled this thing out before. You can see it's missing a few floor buttons, an alarm, a few things up here, but overall it's in good shape. Down here we have a Westinghouse lantern indicator display here from Justin, and this thing is hooked up to a remote control where you can use this remote to tell it to go to a floor, and then it kind of simulates going to the floor as shown here. Up here we have 2 car panels from Mike, an Innovation and an Adams. The Adams most likely was a replacement for an Otis Lexan. It's got the little up and down buttons which light up. And over here we have the Innovation button. This is the older Innovation buttons, which look like they need a little bit of work again. And inside here, we have freight elevator door safety. Here we have an Otis lantern from Justin. And over here we have an Adams button from Mike in Kentucky. Up here we have various items, various circuit boards, switches, bells, keys, US elevator controller, phone, key switches here, little logos, so various smaller items. Back here we have a Dominion GAL panel from Andrew. Has kind of a crusty, worn out GAL Jet Plus button with 2 cars with 6 floors, pretty cool. Over here we have a Schindler-Houghton LCD indicator from Sam, and this thing when you turn on, you can use the remote to give it a floor to go to. So it can go anywhere from lobby to 99, but we're gonna go up to 55. So you enter your floor using the button, and then you hit that button, the play button, and it will go to the floor that you entered. So in this case, it's gonna go all the way up to 55. As you can tell, it is a very fast elevator because it is 100 floors. Here it is at 55. Then you can send it back down by hitting 1, and it will automatically go back down to the lobby. And over here we have my fire alarm collection. And these fire alarms, let's see, this one I bought for $1 at the Habitat store. This one was from Justin. So these 2 are from Justin. And this Andrew gave me. We got just some basic pulse stations and some alarms. Here we have a little pocket notebook from Tom from CJ Anderson. Here's some stickers, Peely safety stickers, and a roller from Justin. And up here we have my home-built bell board. This features 5 different elevator bells from various elevators. This is Houghton, Westinghouse, Otis, Westinghouse, Adams. And these 5 buttons here control the bells. Down here we have a few more controls for some of the items up here. The salt light turns on this little piece of salt, and this came out of a salt mine that Andrew and I went to in Kansas. And then the lantern down and up turns on this little GAL indicator or lantern that Andrew gave me. This here is a CJ Anderson car top station that Mike from Automatic Elevator gave to me. It's a pretty neat piece, but there's another feature to it which I'll show you later. And over here we have a couple of fire service keys that I've kind of just mounted on to the side here. Back over here we have a couple of in case of fire signs. Down here we have this old, I believe, Otis plate that Andrew gave me. This thing is really cool. Here we have a call station, a C.J. Anderson call station that Tom from C.J. Anderson made and sent to me. Montgomery elevator relay from Justin. And here we have a Dover DMC1 selector circuit board that Thyssen Krupp elevator from Minneapolis gave to me. This was my first elevator circuit board, so it's being proudly displayed here on the shelf. And over here we have a bunch of various elevator logos and plates given to me by people from elevator companies, and I bought a lot off eBay. Now for some of the fixtures over here, we have two Schindler HTs. These were eBay buys. See, this one lights up red, this one lights up green. The fire service on this one turns on the light. And the fire service on this one turns on this little light here. Here we have a Dumbwaiter call station that Justin gave to me. And these buttons are very special to me because a childhood elevator of mine had these buttons, except not in this form, obviously. Over here we have an Armor VR call station from Justin. This came out of the same garage as that indicator. Here we have an Otis service call station from Andrew. Has the more satisfying clicky Otis buttons. Here we have a couple of Lexan buttons. This one was from Andrew and this one was from eBay. This one lights up LED and this one is incandescent. And this one I believe had a box put on by C.J. Anderson. Here we have a really cool Baxter Sons Clp that Andrew gave me. This one is one of the first pieces I ever wired, and you can see it does not light up very well. And so this will probably be a rewire project at some point. Over here we have a MAD call station that Paul gave to me. And I put a MAD chime in there that Sam gave to me. Now this here is an interesting piece. This is an Electrodyne surface mount station. And Justin gave this to me, and it has this very weird button that doesn't actually press. Over here we have a GAL call station from the one and only Church Avenue garage in Roanoke. And I slapped a chime on the back. This was from Andrew. Up here we have my custom 3D printed STL elevator call station with a working micro switch. And here we have a old C.J. Anderson Speidel elevator company control panel that was bought off eBay, but we sent it to Tom and he cleaned it up and put in some new switches. I put the original safety switch back in, and this thing's really cool. But when you turn the light switch on, it has a long chime hidden away in there. And this here is a Dominion GAL call buttons from the 707 building in Roanoke, and Andrew gave this to me, and I built this wooden box to hold the buttons in. This thing's pretty awesome. Over here we have an Adams call station, but we have this very unique shoe button inside that Sam gave to me. I believe Sam actually gave me the entire fixture. It originally had an arrow button in there, but arrow buttons are boring. So it's a shoe button. Over here we have a Houghton L series call station from Sam. Here we have a C.J. Anderson call station from a Montgomery freight elevator that Chris gave to me. Here we have a PTL fire service panel that Andrew gave to me. And if you put the fire key in and turn it on, the fire light turns on. Here we have a Westinghouse Vandal resistant call station that Andrew gave to me. This is a very unique piece. I've never actually seen these buttons in the field, but they have the same press as AE, only they don't light up and they're made out of metal. Over here we have an eBay item. This is a Otis Dumbwaiter control panel. So I believe C is the call, and then 1, 2, and 3. Over here we have a Alderson GAL call station that Andrew gave to me. And you can see here that the buttons light up. Now this one has a feature I've never seen before. You can use this key to call a specific car. So when you turn this, it says B car coming, and that's pretty cool. Over here we have a very unique Adams call station that came off of eBay. It has these kind of angled buttons which makes it more unique. And hiding away in the corner there is my custom-made STL elevator COP. You can see it's a 10,000 pound capacity. It's a very small COP. Up here we have a in case of fire button, and this was given to me by Justin. These are found in California. Here we have an innovation sales sample that Midwest Elevator gave to me. And down here we have a Dover car top station. This thing's pretty awesome, but if you hit this switch here and press the up and down buttons, there's an Otis chime hiding in there. And we have a few floor labels here. There's a Schindler logo there. Up there is a fire return switch and this gigantic Westinghouse logo from Sam. We also have some Midwest Elevator stuff up there and a reflex from MEI. Back down onto this shelf, we have some of my international buttons along with the escalator panel. These 3 international buttons were given to me by Andrew, and they are all 3 Schindler. And over here we have the Westinghouse escalator panel from Justin. Over here we have this very unique ICO, I've never seen this logo, elevator call station that Justin gave to me. Here we have a very common fixture in the elevator community. This is an old Dover traditional call station that was on eBay. And there's been a lot of these on eBay, so a lot of people probably have these. Here you have the same type of fixture, except this is the more common style of arrow and fixture. This is more of a common piece. Andrew gave this to me. Over here we have everybody's favorite Dover Impulse. This one has something kind of special. This one has a chime that Justin gave me. And this one is your older style of Impulse. It's the non-clicky version, and it has the old kind of square light. Down here we have just a simplex fire alarm test station. And over here we have an old GAL black button that Andrew gave to me. Here we have 2 Westinghouse buttons, also from Andrew. It's an old black button with these awesome arrows. And everybody's favorite triangle buttons. Here we have a Schindler MT, so something I bought on eBay. Here we have an Armor call station. Sam gave me the button and I put it into an old Epco button. Here we have a very rare and very awesome General Elevator call station. This is General Elevator from Baltimore, Maryland. Over here we have a kind of custom built Montgomery Vector call station. This thing was in pieces and I made some parts to complete it and make it a fully working call station. Back here in the corner we have this awesome US call station from Justin. And over here we have an Otis Series 1 call station from Sam. And right here we have a few floor labels. And of course, we can't forget this, which Justin gave me. Up here on the top shelf, we have everybody's favorite Krupp button. This is the button that Krupp was giving out to everybody. This is the one with the newer logo from Krupp Elevator themselves, so thank you, Krupp. Over here we have a kind of custom-built Montgomery A-Series fire panel. This thing was an interesting piece that Mike gave me. And using some spare parts from other panels we pulled apart, I was able to build this. And inserting the key into either of the 2 key switches causes this light to turn on. Here we have an innovation button from Mike. Here we have an awesome Epco call station that Justin gave me. This actually as well came out of the same garage as this and this. Here we have another Epco button from Steven. Over here we have another Epco Halo line fixture from Andrew. And this button is the same as that. Well, it's not exactly the same, but it came from the same building. And they both light up. Here we have an eBay item. This is Adams Touch replacement. Here we have an Adams VR station from Jared. Here we have some Montgomery A-Series call stations. This one's dying, it needs a new battery. This one lights up bright, and this one lights up bright. Here we have another eBay item. Montgomery Elevator car top station with the very satisfying black buttons. Here we have an old Dover black button that Justin and Andrew gave to me. Here we have a Houghton triangle button from Sam, an Otis Series 1 lantern from eBay, and this kind of weirdly built CJ Anderson triangle button. This is the button I bought off eBay, but I built this kind of electrical box thing to store it. Maybe one day I'll make an actual panel for it. And up here we have my US digital indicator. Now remember this from the very beginning of the video? Well, this is where this comes into play. If you turn this switch on, you'll see that the indicator turns on. These 2 switches control the arrows. So you can manually turn on and off the arrows. pressing the up and the down button will increment the floor up by 1. So if I press up, it goes up 1 floor. If I press down, it goes down a floor. Now if you press the run button and you use your remote control, you can simulate going to a floor. So we're on floor 2, let's go up to 9. So if I hit 9, you'll see the up arrow comes on, and it's now going to move slowly up to floor 9. And it's now at the 9th floor. Let's hit run, and let's go down to 8. And here we are, 8. And finally, up here at the very top, there's the Arduino and wiring for the US lantern. But we have a bunch of lanterns from various people. Someone I haven't pointed out yet, this was from Nick in Austin. But Sam, Justin, I believe Midwest Elevator, Mike from Kentucky, Steven. So a huge thank you for those lanterns. So that's going to conclude the tour. Hope you guys enjoyed a more updated tour of the elevator parts. And thank you to everybody who has given items to this display. I greatly appreciate everything. Let's just say, as of right now, as I'm filming this, I've got an entire room full of more elevator stuff, with some of it going to be adding into this shelf. So the next one of these, it's gonna look a little bit different. So thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.